All right, hello everybody. This is Jason Hyde. I'm Director of Business Development for Crossroads Tax Advisors, and I am with Tom Bodin, who is with Buckingham Wealth Management. And Tom, thanks for joining me today. We're kind of going through a little bit of a optimal team for a doctor and their practice to have, and kind of what the different aspects are of that team. And so, as part of that, we're talking about a wealth management piece of that puzzle. And so, because Crossroads and Buckingham, and specifically you, work together so much, and we share so many clients, we thought it'd be good just to ask you a few questions and give some information to everybody, and just kind of see if that prompts some other discussion, and see what questions and where that leads us. So tell me a little bit about what you do as a certified financial planner, and what's the difference between a certified financial planner and then just any financial or wealth advisor?
Yeah, no, it's a great question, Jason, and thank you for having me. So, the Certified Financial Planner, also shorthand CFP, is a particular designation within the financial planning world and kind of within that wealth management world. And it is a designation that you really want to seek out when you're looking for an advisor. And one of the main reasons is that curriculum is just going to be one of the most expansive you can get in the industry. There's a lot of designations. The majority of them are very narrowly focused on a particular aspect of financial planning. The CFP gives you the broadest perspective of all the different elements that I know we want our clients, and I know you want your clients for their planning and their advisors to be taking into consideration.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you're going to use that word holistic and that approach, and that I think that sums it up very well. So why is it important for a doc in their practice to actually hire a CFP?
Yeah, I think there's two primary areas. The first is, as a CFP, every CFP has a duty to the client. So it's not the full legal definition of a fiduciary advisor, but it contains a lot of those elements to it. And so CFPs have an obligation to do no harm. CFPs have an obligation to put the client's best interests forefront when it comes to all of those planning aspects of it. We hope all financial advisors are doing that, but within the CFP is where you actually have that responsibility to maintain the designation. The second aspect goes back to that expansive nature of working with a CFP. We're not focused on your investments. We're not focused on your insurance. We're not focused on your estate planning. We're focused on all of that. Any CFP has had to pass multiple exams over a period of time that cover financial planning, risk management, taxation, retirement planning, investment planning, and estate analysis. And so all those different aspects of your financial life really should be viewed holistically, particularly as a small business owner, to make sure that you have all these items working together, that you've got that comprehensive plan, and that, frankly, you've got a plan you're confident in, and it allows you to focus on the business, on the practice, and on your patients.
Yes, and it definitely sounds like too, if you're somebody that has gone through the effort to pass all those tests and do all that education, then it stands to reason that you're somebody that's highly qualified and would have the best interest of your client in mind. So that sounds great. So what are some questions that, if I'm a doc and I've never had a financial advisor or a certified a CFP, we'll keep it short there and simple. What are some questions that I should ask
Yeah.
to find out if this is the right person for me? Because you're not the only one out there, and they have a lot of options.
Yep.
But you are the best, but not the only one out there. But what are some of the questions that they should be asking to find out if you're the right person for them?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great series of it. And part of it too is I want to make sure anybody watching this video feels empowered to ask these questions. There can be some of these questions that people just shy away from, and they should not. If you're working with a good advisor, they should be comfortable, or interviewing a good advisor, they should be comfortable answering any of these. The first would be, what level of service do you provide, and do you provide holistic planning? The term financial advisor or the term wealth advisor really does not carry with it any type of legal description. So there are those that really just kind of handle the portfolio, but they're going to call themselves a financial planner. You really want to try to make sure who you engage with is doing all elements of that financial plan so that you have the most efficient path towards wealth creation possible. The second And never hesitate to ask this one. How are you compensated? Even in the world of CFPs, we can be fee only, we can be fee based, or we can be sales and commissioned. A fee only advisor is not allowed to take any commission for any product, whether that be the funds that are used in your investment portfolio or the insurance products when it comes to the risk management side of your plan. Really, a fee only is only compensated for providing you advice. That allows us to sit on the same side of the table as our clients. It also allows us to avoid all elements of conflicts of interest. And then the last piece that I think is important to ask is, do you have a legal fiduciary obligation to your clients? Those firms or those advisors who carry a full fiduciary obligation, generally they're found in the registered investment advisory space, the RIA space. We have to put your financial interests and your financial concerns in front of our own and in front of our firms. So you want to know what level of service they provide, how are they compensated, and do they have a fiduciary obligation to you when you become a client?
Yeah. So if someone were to pick that person, if they were able to answer yes, yes, and yes, then they know that that would be a person that would be the right fit for them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I can understand how the greed can get in the way of being in best interest of your client. So, because you're that almighty dollar can speak and conflict with people. So,
Yeah.
so currently, in kind of today's world, what are the biggest issues in wealth management? And do any of those pertain straight to, and I guess let's talk about specifically ones that pertain to private healthcare.
Yeah, really in the private healthcare space, the hot issue that where I'd want people watching this video to kind of hone in on, we recently had the Secure 2.0 Act passed. Within that legislation, there are a lot of really cool, unique opportunities for business owners and how it is they set up their tax advantage path to wealth creation. Namely, there's a lot of new tax benefits that come from opening a qualified plan. So a large piece of what we do within the kind of the planning element of making sure that our clinician owners have a real tax efficient approach to wealth creation just got less expensive. And so that's an area that we're spending a lot of time making sure new clients, prospects, those who might not yet have a 401k plan or aren't yet using some of these tools, that they're aware now's a great time to do it. Come 2025, that Secure 2.0 Act also introduces some additional administrative duties to those who are running these types of plans. So 2023, 2024 is a great year to take advantage of it. And that's something I want to get out in front and center as it comes to the mutual clients that we desire to serve.
Yes. Okay. That sounds great. So, one of the things we're doing as I kind of introduce this video is talking about how, the optimal team. And so
Yeah.
talk a little bit about how a CFP and how you would work together with, say, a CPA, marketing, maybe a bank lender, a consultant or an HR person, or maybe even a lawyer. Talk about that
Yeah.
a little bit.
Certainly. Within the CFP curriculum, there are some areas that focus on small business owners. Kind of above and beyond that, though, some of us in this space have really focused our careers on working with small business owners and or specifically with clinician business owners within the dental world.
Okay.
The reason that we focus on that as a specific client base is because of what you just talked about. You are going to have your CPAs, you're going to have your bankers, you're going to have your attorneys, you're going to have the marketing side of things. By having those who are able to really coordinate across your other professional service providers, what we serve to do is one, make sure we're optimizing profitability, make sure you've got some of those best resources available to you. We also want to make sure that we've got the greatest visibility possible on how the financial aspect of your clinical life is playing out, and that we're able to coordinate with your other professional service providers to get in front of it. As you're aware of, when we work together on our mutual clients, we have a lot of chatter in the background in terms of what are the things we want to bring to our clients for them to review as something that they might incorporate into their financial plan. And we want to do that in a way that is not disruptive to that business owner. You're the CEO of this practice. For those who are clinician practice owners, your most profitable production is going to be your own. the more that we can have you sitting chairside and not trying to find the latest, greatest opportunity, not doing your own accounting research, not doing your own investment research, but really serving up to you what are those best opportunities you have, gives you the opportunity to see more patients, make more money, and for us all to be able to provide greater value to our clients.
Yes, and in the end, hopefully, the doctor will be able to spend more valuable time outside of chairside and spending time,
Yes.
whether it be with family, hobbies, whatever it is. They're not worried about their books or their investments or whatever it is, and they're able to take care of their own self for a little bit, which in the end obviously makes them a better doctor, to their patients. So, well, I
Yes.
do appreciate this opportunity to talk with you a little bit about what a CFP is and kind of how it all works. I look forward to kind of continuing this a little bit of a series, and I appreciate you, Tom. And if people want to get in touch with us, obviously they can call Crossroads or at 317-884-3136, or they can email me at jason@crossroadstax.com, and I'll be happy to get you in touch with Tom and in the group over there at Buckingham. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Jason.
Take care.